And that Sunday of the attack, we were all happily working in the walnut orchard. The radio wasn't working, and so we didn't hear any news.
Kiyo Sato looks back at that dark moment in history and how it changed her life and the lives of so many Japanese Americans during the height of World War II.
The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
In the weeks that followed the attack on Pearl Harbor, President Roosevelt would sign Executive Order 9066, stripping people of Japanese descent of their civil rights. Kiyo, the eldest of Japanese immigrant parents and one of 9 children, was 19 years old and just started college in Sacramento.
I walked down the hallway, and my regular friends weren't even talking to me. They just pretended that they didn't see me. The fog of hate was terrible, terrible.
Posters soon went up ordering evacuations. Kiyo and her family were evicted from their 20-acre farm near Mather Field and ordered to report to the train station.
I thought to the very last minute that our president is going to come to his senses and say, this is wrong.
The train ride would take them to a temporary detention facility in Pinedale, just outside of Fresno. There, they would stay for nearly 3 months. It was a vivid memory Kiyo would rather forget.
I still have PTSD from Pinedale. I still, even now, have dreams of not finding the proper toilet.
From one horrible situation to another, Kiyo and her family arrived at an internment camp in Poston, Arizona, an Indian reservation. The desert heat was so unbearable, Kiyo actually fainted. Life was miserable for the 18,000 prisoners at Poston, forced to live in uninsulated barracks, shared common bathrooms, slept on mattresses stuffed with hay, and surrounded by barbed wire. Soon, Kiyo would get an opportunity to leave after her father found out students were being released. So she applied to a college in Michigan and got accepted. Now train-bound to a new beginning, Kiyo would meet a young, curious train assistant.
And he asked me so many questions, and I was able to tell him the truth. I give him credit for getting me to feel free to say something.
And she's been doing that ever since. When she got rejection letters from nursing schools from Yale, Johns Hopkins, and Case Western Reserve because of her ancestry, she wrote to all 3.
My brother and all the others are fighting to uphold democracy, I said. I can't understand a school of your standing having this kind of a policy.
All 3 schools followed up by sending her applications. Kiyo opted to attend Case Western Reserve. She then joined the U.S. Air Force and achieved the rank of captain. Kiyo and her family eventually made it back to Sacramento, but life would never be the same. Her father forced to sell half of the family farmland. At the age of 80, Kiyo wrote her first book, Dandelion Through the Crack. The book title, part of her father's haiku, and a phrase that has manifested in life.
Dandelion, you've been stepped on for so many times, so many days. Today you bloom.